Hello and welcome to the new channel. Our passion transforms a community that sees and shares all things new.
The new channel. Hashtag TNC Now.
The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following shows are those of the host, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hi everyone, this is Leigh and Cadiente streaming from BGC Taguig. You are watching In Real Life on TNC. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of In Real Life. And our guest for today, she's very close to my heart, a friend of mine for many years na. And first time namin ulit actually magkita after so long, no? So she is Audrey and she's a business owner of Crystal and Rituals, a co-founder of Hack Your Design. And the topic that we are going to talk about today is kind of like a sensitive topic na hindi siya masyadong pinag-uusapan in general or in public kasi medyo marami tayong mga religious beliefs na matatamaan, no? So the title of our episode is Redefining Love and Marriage. Bakit nga ba ganito yung ating topic? Yan. So kung mapapansin nyo, no, the first 2 episodes of In Real Life, like the first one was about breastfeeding, no? Kasi ako din ay isang breastfeeding mom. Second episode was about homeschooling, dahil ako rin ay nag-homeschool. Ngayon naman, it's something personal then to my life, no, na nakaka-relate talaga ako because a lot of women na married women, no, na they get stuck in their marriage thinking na, kumbaga, eto na lang sila forever, you know, na even if they're not happy, they're inside a toxic relationship, they're not having career growth or personal growth, but because of, some societal standards na dapat pag married woman ka, no, you should be the one making that sacrifice. So, sa mga audience natin na hindi nakakaalam, no, I've been married for 7 years, and I took the courage to leave that relationship and be separated from my ex-husband. No? And so since then, 4 years after, I'm a single mom to 3 children. Yan. And the reason is because of personal indifferences, no? Wala kaming alignment sa bawat isa. No? There's no third party, no? Kung ba't kami naghiwalay. But the relationship is just so toxic that I don't want my children to grow up in that environment. Ayan. And yung aking guest for today is someone na makaka-relate din doon. Makakapag-share din siya ng kanyang insights about this topic. So, good afternoon, Audrey.
Hi, Leigh. Yeah, I'm so honored to be here and speak about this very sensitive topic because, as you've said, this is not something that is, talked about usually. And for us to have this space right now and have the courage to speak out about it and have this platform to be able to truly speak what is in our hearts and admit to ourselves now what it is that we really deserve in this life. So I'm so happy na you chose me to be here because as part of my healing journey, because just to give our audience a little bit of background, if Leanne was married for 7 years, I was married for 6 years, and the separation just happened recently. So for her, it's 4 years, but on my end, it's less than a year pa lang. So it's
Mm-mm.
very fresh, like the wood. It's really fresh and new. So anything that I'll be talking about right now is really coming from experience firsthand. And I do hope na maraming kababaihan, especially married women, to really speak up to where they really are coming from. Because at the end of the day, we are here for each other and not condemn anyone, but to just embrace and, accept everyone who is really, having that space na kung saan nagsistruggle sila. So, yeah.
Yes. Ayan. So with that, no, Audrey, ang aking first question would be, can you share with us yung iyong journey that led you to making that difficult decision to end your marriage, no, based on your different personal and family core values?
Yeah, if I can remember it correctly, the journey was not really sudden eh. It was just small hints of red flags na because you are married to this person, we are, expected to always understand, to always give our spouses some slack, to, support them in any way possible, may it be mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, and everything. So, it started from there eh. And it was a slow transition.
Mm-mm.
So, it's not something na I look forward to na, oh, pagka 6 years namin, hiwalayan ko na to. It's not like that eh. And nobody can really, anticipate anything like that, because in the first place, we as women, bilang ilaw ng tahanan, as long as kaya pa nating mag-shed ng light sa family natin, we will do it eh. Kahit
Mm-mm.
nga dumadating sa punto na, alam mo yun, ubus na tayo. But still, we're still on that position na hindi, kakayanin ko pa to kasi mahal ko yung pamilya ko, gusto ko lumaki yung anak ko ng buo. Like, alam mo yun, yung dun yung pinanghuhugutan eh. And then, yeah, I just realized na I cannot tolerate it anymore eh. Like, dumating talaga sa point na I just had to, stop and take a step back and, think about my son. Kasi how can I give the love that my son deserves if ako mismo, I cannot express that self-love for myself.
Mm-mm.
Alam mo yun, na kahit na disrespect ka na, tinotolerate mo pa rin, it's not healthy eh. Like,
Yes.
and that's the challenge with where we've come from eh. Like, especially for you, you said na hindi nagkaroon ng party involvement or whatsoever.
Mm-mm.
And on my case as well, kumbaga, walang ganon, alam mo yun, nothing dramatic
Mm-mm.
is right there. Like, walang may bisyo, walang nagsusugal. Like, like from outside looking in, it was as if it's a perfect
Perfect
setup.
family,
Yes,
yes.
but deep inside, you know, we're rotting it. And it that's the challenge, because if it's so obvious, it's easier to get out of it. Like,
Mm-mm.
if someone is having a third party, kung si asawa is batugan, or if si asawa is nagsusugal or whatsoever, it's very easy, it's very justifiable by the
Mm-mm.
society, by you. Like, it's very easy to accept. But the challenge with where we came from is that it's not as obvious as that eh. And
Mm-mm.
I think that's where courage is needed the most. Kasi those things na hindi obvious, yun yung kailangan natin ipaglaban eh. The mental abuse, the emotional abuse, yun yung mga kailangan talagang dapat i-speak out eh. And
Mm-mm.
yeah, I hope that made sense. Diba?
Yes, it
Yeah.
does. It's just that ang hirap niyang i-explain to the extent
Mm-hmm.
na ang alam kasi ng society natin, yung mga common challenges ng marriage, like, yun nga,
Mm-hmm.
physical abuse ng babae, ng
Mm-hmm.
lalaki, yun
Mm-hmm.
lang. Or hindi nagsusupport financially, pero
Mm-hmm.
it's not really accepted in the society kapag ka yung mental health and yung emotions mo na talaga yung tinatamaan,
Mm-hmm.
especially if that environment is becoming toxic already, na nakikita ng mga kids na ganito yung parents
Yes.
nila growing up, no, kahit naman yung mga bata, hindi natin masasabi. Ako, based on experience, hindi ko siya masasabi na hindi pa nila alam or hindi naman nila naiintindihan. Kasi actually naiintindihan talaga nila. Hindi lang din nila ma-explain. No? Growing up, nakikita ko din, nagmamanifest din sa mga bata na ano din sila, palaaway din sila, no? Yung kagaya nung anak kong lalaki, sinasaktan niya yung mga kapatid niyang babae kasi yun yung probably nakikita niya sa amin nung ex-husband ko, you know. And yung dalawang babae naman, no, ang bilis uminit ng ulo kasi probably yun yung nakikita nila sa akin. So, nagkakaroon inside the family ng parang ito yung kinakagisna nilang relationship ng parents nila. Ito yung nakikita nilang tama na relationship. And ayoko siyang iset ng ganong standard na pagka nagkaroon sila ng sarili-sarili na lang relationship, papayag na lang sila na ganito, emotionally, physically, mentally abused ka, ganon. Kasi yun yung nakita ko sa parents ko. Yun. So, it's a difficult topic to express kasi nga iba yung nakasanayan ng ating society, and most women are being judged by it, by doing that decision to speak up and, you know, end the marriage, to leave the marriage, for that matter, kasi we are expected na, you know, to hold the family together, lalo na kapag ka married, no, na ikaw yung babae, dapat ikaw yung mas emotionally strong kaysa sa lalaki, parang ganon. But, you know, unfortunately, for me, no, and I'm sure for our guest din, na hindi siya magiging healthy talaga along the way. Kumbaga, tinatapalan mo lang yung butas hanggang sa kaya mo. Pero, sa totoong buhay, no, you know, hindi naman na talaga kayo aligned nung partner mo, hindi na kayo masaya together. Kumbaga, pinipilit nyo na lang yung sarili nyo sa isa't isa. So, with you, no, Sis Audrey, how did you find that courage to prioritize your own happiness and authenticity kahit na against siya sa societal standards natin na yung mga wives daw dapat ang nagbibigay ng biggest sacrifice sa family?
Yeah, well, sa totoo lang, I just looked at my son during that time, and I told myself na I don't want this to be the environment that he will grow into. Like, yun lang, ganun lang kasimple. And tama yung sinabi mo kanina na, alam mo yun, na it looks okay but it's not. Like, it takes courage to really admit that. And I know some people would say, hindi ba sa pag-aasawa kailangan naman talaga by, kumbaga, sa hirap at ginhawa, magkasama kayo, di ba? Which is true naman talaga. But the thing is, yung isa sa nakapag-decide talaga sa akin na, no, this is not worth fighting for anymore. This is not about in sickness and in health, sa hirap at ginhawa. It's not about that anymore. The moment that I knew that my ex-husband is not aligned with the direction that I want to go into. Kumbaga, it's like having one car with two drivers. Like, how would you expect to navigate through that, diba? So, technically, one has to go and, you know, to take the wheel, and then there cannot be two drivers in one car. So, it's as simple as that. Kumbaga, for me personally, it's okay if we're struggling right now, we're struggling together, but we have the same direction.
Yes.
Like, it's different. Kasi we can be fast, we can be slow, but we're going in the same direction. So, whatever happens, we will move forward. Pwedeng mabagal minsan, pwedeng mabilis, and that's okay. I perfectly understand that. But the moment na you wanted a different direction, and me as well, I want a different direction, then that's the turning point for me na, it's about time to really, you know, let go and move forward and, you know, prioritize myself and my son's future. And yeah, I hope mag-resonate siya dun sa mga audience natin na it doesn't take you to be in a space wherein you will be physically abused pa,
Mm-mm.
for you to have the courage to get out of any kind of toxic relationship, di ba? You have to know what are your non-negotiables. And for me, this is one of it, the
Mm-mm.
direction. So, yeah.
Mm-mm. Yes, I agree, no? At saka, hindi naman siya yung parang one time lang na mangyayari
Mm-hmm.
sa'yo. It was a series of, multiple events na kahit nasabi mong small things lang siya, pero
Mm-hmm.
once nag-pile up, once na hindi siya na-address properly,
Mm-hmm.
yung sinusuppress mo yung sarili mo to express yourself na kasi nga dumating na kayo sa point na magkaiba na kayo ng gusto na direction, no? Ito yung point of view niya, ito yung sa'yo, tapos hindi nyo mapagdesisyonan kung saan ba talaga, ano ba talaga, and ang pinakamahirap pa doon, I guess, is yung one person is no longer interested to fix it.
Yes,
Yan.
exactly. Nakaka-relate ako dyan kasi we really came to a point wherein I really hang on for one more time. Like, sige, isa pa. And then after that, sige, isa pa. Like, and after that, sige, isa pa. And then, it really came to a point wherein it was presented to me directly. And my ex-husband said na he did not want this na and he want another thing. So, it's really a confirmation for me na, this is gonna work na. Hindi na talaga siya mag-work at all. Kahit anong pilit, kahit anong, like, I'm not seeing any advantage to it kung klaro naman na hindi na siya worth it ipilit. Alam mo yun?
Yes.
Kasi tayo, ganyan tayo, especially women. Like, hanggat kaya nating mag-hold on, talagang pangahawakan natin yun. But, when we're the one to decide na it's tama na, it's really tama na talaga. Like, there's no turning back at all. Like, I'm on that position right now na I'm so sure na this is something that I wanted to be on and there's really no turning back.
Mm-mm.
And I'm happy.
Yes.
Yes.
Ako din actually ganun, no, for so many years, parang ang nag-glue na lang sa family namin together are the kids.
Yeah.
No, parang sige, I'll hold on to this family to keep this family intact. Lahat ng mga attend tayo ng ganitong counseling, attend tayo ng ganitong Bible study. Kumbaga nandun yung desire ko pa rin to encourage my ex-husband to fix it together nang kaming dalawa yung may gusto. Pero hindi siya nag-work because yung magiging reason or yung naging reason na lang pala before was para sa mga bata, which is hindi pala siya ganun or hindi pala siya dapat ganun, no? Sa isang married couple, dapat you would want to fix your marriage, whatever problems na pinagdadaanan nyo, na para sa inyong dalawa, no? Hindi siya because of sa mga bata. Kasi kayo namang dalawang couple yung involved doon sa relationship. So that's one lesson na natutunan ko rin. And when I decided na okay, tama na, it's not worth fighting for anymore. So there's no turning back na rin after that moment 4 years ago. And yun, after nun, masaya, no? I'm happy I made the right decision because napansin din actually ng mga kids ko yun na, ay, si mami hindi na masyadong sumisigaw.
Yeah.
Yan. Tapos, kino-compliment na ako nung mga nakakakita sa akin na, uy, tumataba ka. Ganyan. Kasi
but
before,
in a good way, right?
In a good way. Kasi before, parang, dahil nga toxic sa bahay, and, yung ating business is on social media, lagi akong nasa events. So, kahit anong effort ko na, alam mo yung kulay ng buhok ko before, iba-iba. May pink, may green, may blue, may purple, ganyan. Because I want to be presentable in front of many people. Pero, alam mo yung memories sa Facebook, pag tumadaan siya, sabi ko, pangit ko na. Bakit mo akong tuyot dito? Parang ganon.
Yeah.
Mas,
the energy.
Oo. So, parang ngayon, kahit na sinasabihan ako na, taba mo naman, ba't tumataba ka? Pero mas gusto ko yung version ko ngayon compared before.
Me too. I
Yan.
love what I'm seeing.
Yun na siya.
Yeah.
Yun. So, with that, no, ano yung sa tingin mong naging importance of having a support system na nakakaintindi dun sa journey mo? Kasi nga, di ba, it's not something na taken lightly by the society. So, madalas, pag kinukwento natin yun sa iba, like ako, kinuwento ko sa family ko, sa parents ko, iba yung point of view nila kasi older generation sila, which is very normal na pinapakinggan ko na lang yung mga advice nila. Pero hindi ko na siya tinitake as, personal kasi iba yung nila perception nila of marriage na kahit nasasaktan ka na, kahit na anong mangyari, pag kasal kayo, bawal maghiwalay, gano'n. So, hindi nila naiintindihan and hindi ko na rin naman ipinilit kasi in the first place, hindi naman sila yung nandun sa situation ko. Yan. So, for you, no, ano yung importance ng meron kang support system or community or a few circle na nakakaintindi?
Well, what's weird with my journey is, nung fresh pa yung separation, I was, blessed enough to have my community, the Crystals and Rituals community. Hello. Like, imagine it's my online store community, and then I was there doing a live on selfie, crying. Like, alam mo yun, but I was so blessed enough to receive no judgment at all. Like, I'm so blessed na I'm surrounded with people who are very open to understand and support where I'm coming from. And I think it's because from the very beginning, I've been very honest with my story, with my background and everything. And they see naman how it affected me. And that's why they are really, happy that I took the courage to step out of it. And speaking of support system, what I got before is not really about the marriage healing, but it's more on the self healing. So I was able to be in a spiritual community right after my separation, and we were just so focused on, loving and accepting myself, forgiving myself, being, free from bitterness, free from anger, free from, like these emotions that I have to shed off. It really helps me when I started really dropping into myself and just focusing on myself and in my own healing. And I think that's the very essence of it. Like the healing process, it really starts within. And I'm so blessed na this community, these people that surrounded me after the separation were so supportive enough and did not judge me for my decision. Kasi I get where you're coming from. Kasi I've been on I would say, uh, a Christian community before. And that's also the reason why we got married. So, like, oh, ba't ka nagsasama? Di pa kayo kasal? Like, alam mo yun, the religious pressure. But, everything that happened before, I'm still grateful for it. I don't resent any of it because it made me to who I am right now. This version of myself, these things that I learned for the past 6 years all throughout the marriage. I'm so grateful for it kasi it helps me grow talaga into this version of myself that I'm so proud of. So, I have no grudges to anyone, even to my ex-husband. I would still say na I still care for him and still, acknowledge him as, part of the family, as he's still the father of my son. We cannot, take that away from him. And yeah, I just want to come from that space of love and forgiveness. That's why, yeah. Thank you, Leanne. I love that question.
Yes. And nakaka-relate din ako doon actually because the healing process is never easy. No, it's not like an overnight. Pag iniyak mo, kinabukasan, okay ka na.
Yes.
Hindi. Series of iyak siya.
Yes.
And there will be moments talaga na magsa-self-pity ka. Actually, yung pinakamahirap na part ng healing process ko pala is yung self-forgiveness.
Yes.
Kumbaga,
exactly.
okay, napatawad ko na siya. he is what he is talaga, parang ganun. Wala na tayong magagawa. Hindi ko na parang control kung ano man siya ngayon, ganun. Pero yung allowing yourself to let that happen to you, parang inaan mo yung sarili mo, you beat yourself up for letting that happen, for allowing it to happen. And yun yung the most difficult part of the healing process. But once you have acknowledged and accepted that, and you have the strong community system nga who understands and who never judges, mas magiging madali somehow yung healing process.
Yes.
Yan. So I hope marami tayong mga married women or women out there na ma-inspire na, hindi ma-inspire na makipaghiwalay. Hindi. Pero if you are in that toxic relationship then, no, na iba kasi siya na yung simpleng away lang, hindi siya yung ganun eh. It's a deep level of parang misunderstanding of everything, chaos, and it's becoming toxic and everything, and you are starting to lose yourself. Yan. Actually merong times na ilang beses kong tinanong during my married years, parang ako ba to? Hindi ako to eh. Bakit ganito ako? Parang ganon. Yes. So nung inumpisahan ko to question my identity, myself, doon na ako nagtanong din sa sarili ko, is this really the kind of life that I want for the rest of my life? Yan. So that's where we are coming from. And I hope we can shed hope and inspiration to those women, to those married women na nandun din sa gantong situation right now. Yan. And in relation to that, to my last question, ano yung advice na pwede mong ma-share sa audience natin, especially dun sa mga nakaka-relate, who may be facing similar situations, but they are feeling conflicted or discouraged because of societal pressures or yung mga religious beliefs natin kasi.
Yeah, what I would say is don't be afraid to speak about it. And I know it's easier said than done, but you don't have to feel guilty. You don't have to feel that shame na bakit ko to nararamdaman, I should not feel this, I should not think this. No, it's okay to acknowledge that. It's okay to speak about that. And you will know who are the right people for you if they can accept you with no judgment. And it's a gauge for me. When I speak my truth and people get inspired by it, it means they are the right people who needs to receive my message. But, if people, get conflicted to it more and repel my message, then it's not for you. But, I am opening my space. If this is you, if you are experiencing this, like you're questioning yourself, tama yung sinabi ni Leigh, if you're losing your self-identity already, then you have to move back and, reassess everything, because your self-identity, it's yours, it's you, and the moment you lose yourself, that's when everything gets, shattered. Kumbaga, doon na nag-uumpisa yan eh. And we don't want you to, end up in a situation na may malala mo nang mangyayari before you, go into that decision na, I have to step back. So, just to be clear, we're not encouraging
Promoting.
anyone. We're just promoting for you guys to speak about it. You don't have to feel any guilt and shame when you speak about it. It's really the message of this one. Kasi I know for sure some of you will have a hard time speaking about it because they feel like they will be condemned, right? And there are a lot of people who are here to understand you. And Leigh and I are one of them. You can personally reach out to me if this is you. So, yun lang. I hope I somehow, inspire you to be more authentic with yourself. Yun yung message natin today. Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much, for bravely sharing your experience and speaking up about your marriage. This is also the first time that I speak up about my failed marriage, kasi it's not really an easy topic to talk about in public pa, no?
Yes.
Yes. So, thank you so much. I appreciate your time, and yung pag-share mo, no, I hope marami tayong mga audience out there ang naliwanagan, na-inspire, and like what Audrey said, if this is you, if you can resonate to this message and you feel like you don't have anyone in your circle right now na nakakaintindi sa'yo, you can reach out to me as well. No, PM mo lang ako and pwede natin pag-usapan. Ayan. So, thank you so much for watching In Real Life episode today. I hope I can see you again on the next episode. So, we are In Real Life here on the new channel.
Are you aiming to gain admission to UP, Ateneo, LaSalle, or UST? Partner with AHEAD, the leading and most awarded tutorial and review center in the country, and we'll get you to your dream school. Visit our website to know more. Are you aiming to gain admission to UP, Ateneo, LaSalle, or UST? Partner with AHEAD, the leading and most awarded tutorial and review center in the country, and we'll get you to your dream school. Visit our website to know more.